What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So I've been giving my opinion on this, so I thought it would be fitting if I could allow some YouTubers who I have watched their clips, let them weigh in on the Fresh and Fit saga. I'm gonna basically go ahead and let's play these clips and we're gonna come back.
What do you think about Fresh and Fit getting demonetized? I mean, from a content creator standpoint, obviously it's sad to see hardworking young men getting by the YouTube. From an ideological standpoint, I mean, I'm not really pro censorship that much anymore, so I mean, like, I don't agree with it from that perspective either. Although, is demonetization the same as pro censorship? You could probably make an argument of like, I'm against all censorship, but that doesn't necessarily mean you get to run ads on everything. Maybe? I don't know. I could see it going back and forth, but I mean, it's still sad for them. If I was to be like a stickler, or if I were to like be critical of something, I feel like, I don't know if I'm pretty sure I said this on stream. Didn't I say this on stream? I feel like I told them there's like absolutely no reason to dive into all the JQ shit. Like, why? Like, shit on women, do the red pill stuff. It's such an easy way to make an ungodly amount of money. Why are you diving into something so extremist that is going to alienate some of your audience? Because it is, believe it or not, Fresh and Fit have a lot of black people to watch, and like not all of them are going to be keen for that like race realism. And a lot of them don't even want to do that JQ shit either. Like, a lot of those guys are just there for like red pill advice, maybe make fun of women, etc. I don't know why he felt it so necessary to lean so hard into such a niche brand of extremist content. I mean, like, I'm sure they'll reflect on that in a few years. I don't actually know how old is Myron. I have no idea. Is he 33? Oh, I mean, I don't know. He hasn't been in the space for, I guess, as long. I'm sure he'll probably think about it in a year or two and he'll be like, yeah, fuck. Like, if motivating young men and all that shit is like what I actually want to do, then maybe, questioning the official count of the Holocaust wasn't the direction to go.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, let's get right into this one. Fresh and Fit has lost their monetization and been kicked out of the YouTube partnership program. Now, they've seen this coming. These niggas is acting like they have not seen this coming. And that's what's so disingenuous about this. They're lacking accountability and acting like victims in all this, but they've been campaigning on the Rumble for months now. They've been putting the rumble.com/fresh and fit at the bottom. They've been cutting their show short. They'll be like an hour into the show. They'll cut it. They'll go to the Rumble. All their fans have been accommodated with their Rumble. They are on air, acting like a whole bunch of victims, crying to us like we give a fuck. I watched this and I was just like, what the hell was that? The audacity of these folks. The audacity.
Crying to me and I'm not happy.
So what we have here, hold on, is Fresh and Fit locals. They told everybody to hit the locals. They have 15,000 community members. Keep that in mind. The base price to get in there is $20. You can pay more. It's optional to pay more, but the base price is $20. They're making $300,000 at a floor level already. So they're crying about, oh, it costs money to upkeep the staff. We're getting kicked out of our building. All this bullshit that they're unaccountable for, acting like they're victims. So YouTube doesn't want them. YouTube doesn't want to be associated with them as a platform. Their condo that they live in, although they own, they don't want to be associated with them, so they're getting kicked out. You know what? Let's get into this. Let's react to it a little bit, and I have a lot to speak about. We're late on this. There's new information regarding other folks getting booted from the platform for their misconduct, and it's like this one is different because there's a lot of people losing monetization. There's a lot of inconsistencies going on with the YouTube guidelines for certain folks. because it's not just Fresh and Fit. We're gonna get into a bunch of other folks that lost monetization later, but Fresh and Fit obviously deserved everything they got. Fresh and Fit is like Zesty TV, Mike TV. Those type of folks, I do not feel sorry for when they get deplatformed, because what they were doing with the copyright system, the way Fresh and Fit tried to target Duke the Don's channel to try to get him shut down amongst others that were reacting to their content and cooking them. They did not like the facts that were being displayed. So they were trying to shut down people's livelihood as well. So we don't feel sorry for folks like this.
I've spoken to both Myron and Fresh. These are guys who, you know, we've been pretty cool. They've been great guys, really loyal guys. And I'm actually incredibly sad that this has happened to them. Now, with that being said, I spoke to them a long time ago and I told them this was most likely inevitable. It was most likely inevitable that YouTube will eventually turn their backs on them. After Tate got taken out, they became the #1 channel in the manosphere, spewing certain narratives that, you know how they like to say Rumble is right wing. Nobody likes to acknowledge that, well, Twitter, or used to be, right? Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, they're left leaning, which means if you're not spreading or spewing things that's alignment with the liberal propaganda, or if you're spewing things that's offensive to the liberal ear, you could get removed. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, oh no, it's because they're not aligning with the liberal agenda. You know, they did push they definitely pushed the boundary of what you could do as a content creator. And trust me, for the years I've been on YouTube, I've been spanked a few times, pause, just to be like, whoa, no, you can't do that. Not on here. That's why I went to Twitch. Shit, that's why now I'm on Rumble. To give me more platforms that if I wanted to do other things, and it's not necessarily be extreme or spread hatred or nothing like that, but all of these platforms have kind of carved out like things about what you could say and how you could act.
So they're sitting here now like they don't get it, but like all these conspiracy theories that they've been bringing on their platform, all the dumb shit that they've done, you know, they want to sit here and cry about it now, but I already said you were willing to throw away your platform to do the dumbest, unfunniest jokes possible, the dumbest minstrel show. So it's easy to sit here and be like, oh, this is so devastating, but you weren't really thinking about your platform or maintaining your shit when you were doing that dumb stuff. You know, it's easy to say, oh, I care about my girl. I can't believe she left me. You were cheating on her for 5 years. You cheated on her with her sister. You were doing flagrant dumb shit, and then you want to cry afterwards about how much you cared. It's kind of hard for me to take it seriously. I don't want nobody to lose their stuff, but it wasn't surprising to me the same way it's not surprising when the other guy loses.
You called it.
I told Preach in private. I said they're probably going to lose their shit over this.
And I was the one to say I was not believing in that, because to be honest with you, sometimes when stuff like that happens, I really don't believe in the system. I don't believe in things that are in place, and sometimes I'm like, the experience that I had in life, like I don't believe in what they say.
So now he walked off the set to cry. He walked off the set to literally cry because they've been demonetized. So understand, they know that if they want to get an audience and get money through hate views, sit up here and denigrate black society, bring on the anti-black races and just spew all of these little stereotypical quips at us. Now that little money has dried up and YouTube has yanked the plug from under him, what is he gonna do? Yeah? What is he gonna do? Well, with them shorts, look like you might have to go out here and start slinging bussy. You got the shorts for him, Myron. You might as well hit the boy track. You might as well go on to throw a wig on and hit the trans track and make the money and don't let the money make you. How you gonna walk off like a and cry in your WNBA shorts?
So guys, I mean, listen, you've heard some of these people They have been told by some of these guys what's going to happen. This is what's going down. It's not like they didn't know. They did know. And again, to Playback's point, I mean, they are going to lose quite a bit of funding. Like I said, running a podcast. I have a podcast on my Kinganda channel, and it's nowhere on the level of what they do. But man, running a podcast system is hard. It is a very difficult into it. You have to schedule guests. There's a lot of equipment. You need Shure mics. You need you need a lot of things coming into the business all the time when you run a podcast. Especially if you do it in 2 different locations like I did, in 2 different countries. So you need cameras, batteries. I mean, what else do you need? Lights. You're paying rent, internet. You need editing equipment, people to find the guests. Bro, that is a lot of money, and it's time consuming. So then if you have bigger guests, let's say, you have your people like Charleston White, people like that, you got to pay, fly them in, you have to host them, you got to give them time to go out in the city, things like that, accommodating people. It is not easy, bro. Trust me, I'm doing that here in Africa. When I host people come late, all kind of stuff. You got to get in traffic. You got to go make sure you be so busy tied up. You got other meetings. You got to get your hair cut. Things like that. Like, it's just busy, man. This is a podcast thing is very busy. Then you got girls flake they coming on the show. So, man, it's not easy to do what they do, man. And also they have that live mixer, which is the Blackmagic Mini ATM. Then you need backups to that in case one of the things go down. You need backups to the backup. Then when you get somebody new in the business, training people to be in the business, you need people to answer emails, answer DMs. I mean, it's a lot. I'm just going to be real, bro. It is a lot. And when you're in this game, bro, just know that you need all the money you can get. Like, you need to be monetized. They're monetized, I believe, on Facebook, things like that. So to lose this money on YouTube, and again, they were getting like $50,000 a month. At one point, $50,000 a month just in super chats. Then the Clips channel gone. Their own personal channel's gone. All of that could have been avoided if they wasn't trying to be too extreme. But again, like I said, when you get beside yourself and you think that, can nobody tell you nothing, this is what happens, guys. So, again, more to come on this, guys. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.